Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, your brother, your friend. I am Humanist Steven on Matter Arising with Humanist Steven. Today is going to be a very epic day for us. It's going to be very intriguing. And today we have a very distinguished personnel in the house as our guest tonight. I want you to just put your hand on your share button. Let's share this broadcast as we go into the matter of the day. Today, I have a guest in the house, which is so much, wonderful to have him right here with us. And he's going to tell us a lot of things that we need to know about his community. He's not that person than one time, CBN director. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Matter Arising with Humanist Steven from Sweden. And
Right.
I want you to just tell us your name and what you've done in the past. So we continue from there, sir.
Right. Idusuyi Emokpae is my name.
Okay.
From Okoroma village
From
in the Kobaoka local Benin City. In the end, I started my career with the state government, Ministry of Trade, Commerce and Industry. And then I moved into Delta Steel Company, Warren. I worked there for 10 years as a chief accountant. And then later I moved on to Central Bank of Nigeria, where I retired recently as a director.
Oh. So when exactly do you retire, sir, if I may ask?
About 6 years ago.
Oh, not quite long then.
Not quite long.
Yeah, I brought you into this interview because I came across a publication you made on the Punch or something like that a few weeks ago about the issue between the Amamba community and the Okoroma community, also known as Ago Emokpae. Please, can you actually try to elaborate us what that publication was all about, sir?
Okay. The publication actually is to enlighten the public about the challenges we've been having since 2012 with our neighboring communities, specifically Obazagbo, Obage, and Amangba. Those have been the challenges. And over time, those people have sold their land, but we haven't sold our own. So their eyes are actually on our land because it has not been sold. Acquisition of land is like wet. A lot of people are after wet, after land, especially land grabbing. So on many occasions, they have entered our village, they have destroyed property, and we have written to the government, we have written to the police station, and we have also alerted our Reverend Oba Eware, the second Ugiriga. So that is all about the publication. We are creating awareness because our village is a small village, but very old.
Okay.
The public interest to know what is happening.
Yeah, can you not tell us what is actually the problem between your community, the Okoroma, and the Amaba community that led to that publications? Can you give us an history of what actually happened at the beginning?
Okay, let me introduce my village. My village is Okoroma. Okoroma is a very old village which came into being in the middle of 19th century. It was, as a matter of fact, established by my grandfather by name Irage Agedo. He was a hunter and a herbalist and a farmer. And of course, he was a chief in the Oba Palace during Eweka II between 1914 and 1933. So he served the Oba very well, and his record is there in the palace. So we are the offshoot, and he was the first Ojonwere of that community for many years. Of course, our area was like a forest, big forest, compared to Yekovia, where you have forest, where you can get elephant, where you can get gorilla. But today, because of human struggle or cultivation or herbivores, everywhere have become town, no more forests, no more agric. So that's, but after that, there were other people who became Ojonwere before my father. But my last Ojonwere, and my father passed on. My father by name is called Joseph Emokpae of. He was the Ojonwere. He passed on March 8th, 2008 here, not too long ago. And I am the eldest son. We are 17 children. I have done the normal right. So by virtue, I'm the Okaigbe of the family. And I'm also the leader of the village. I'm also the oldest man in the village. So by what is happening, a lot of things comes to me, and I have to give direction. What way do we go to resolve whatever issue we are having with neighborhood? And as a matter of fact, Obadakon is to the north of my village. Amagba is to the east of the village. Obage, that will be on the south of my village. We have a river between Okoroma and Amagba. We also have a river between Okoroma and Obazagmo, and that river is called Oroma. And of course, Oroma is a deity, is a river that Benin princesses in Benin Kingdom worship. Is regarded as a woman, and since birth, nobody has ever died in the river. But that river is also very, very medicinal. In fact, the village is named after that deity because of its protective and medicinal power and nature. Of course, they call it Agegage at the time, then later Agemo, because my father was also reigning at the time. So, but people call it variously Ago Emokpae, Agegage, but as I said, it is my village. I was born and bred there. Nobody can tell me the history of my village more than myself. But because of politics now, people begin to say, oh, it's not called it's not called Okoroma. They don't know Okoroma. It's Ago Emokpae. Fine, whatever name it is called, but it is a village. It is my village, and I'm proud to say yes. Amagba we have a common boundary. It's not too far away, and Amagba is another big village in Benin Oredo local government, different, distinct from Okoroma. So Amagba have been invading us for many years, and of course, this is a bone of contention. And various security agencies, the government and the palace, they are very much aware. They are very much aware, of the problem. Take, for example, if I can say, in May 20, 2017, Amagba youth, they came to my village. Enter Okoroma, 2 policemen, arrested 5 residents when they were having their meetings, and they were clamped down in the Oko prison on trumped-up charges. Policemen, of course, the policemen, one would think that they are on duty and we are doing illegal. Nothing. Until we have to bail those residents. Some of them are my relations, some of them are indigenous. Then June 2012, there was a man called Omosunwe Igage. He was due to be made Ojonwere. A date was fixed. They bought drinks. They bought yams. They bought goats, of course, to be used, to celebrate. All of a sudden, Amagba youths, ants, they just landed. They destroyed the canopy, carted away goats, carted away yam, carted away. In fact, people were helpless because they never expected it. What is their grievances? They said we shouldn't do that because that area is their area. And if we want to do anything, to seek permission, clearance from them. When my father did his own, there was no fight, there was no problem. It was done in a peaceful atmosphere. So we have to write a report or a petition to the Oba of Benin, the President Oba. No, not the President, sorry, not the President Oba, Erediawa of blessed memory. We launched a complaint and Erediawa set up a committee. That committee, Passenger of Benin City died not about, I think, last month or so. He chairman it, he investigated it, he went to Amagba, he went to, with his team, he went to Okoroma. They reviewed it, and they concluded that the river is the boundary, natural boundary. You know, in Benin, you can use river, you can use moat, you can use stream. It's not only applicable to Nigeria, it's applicable worldwide. So that was the verdict. But Amagba refused to accept that verdict. Instead, they went to court, thereby disobeying our revered Oba. And that case was lingering on. While the case was lingering on, they kept coming to us, harassing us, destroying our property, our crops, raping our women from time to time. That case was dismissed in October 2018. And we have to go back and report to the palace. You know, the palace is looking into the matter. Then July 22, 2017, Okoroma was attacked at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. midnight. Okoroma was attacked. A woman was killed. The woman has about 4 children. And the husband, a police officer. After killing the wife, they took the husband away and dumped in local prison. What offense of this man? Nothing. Simply because they identify him as somebody who will be very difficult to deal with. If they eliminate that police officer, it will be easy to penetrate the village. And we have to also rescue him. The woman was buried last year here, early last year. And the pain, the agony, the distress, the depression remain with the family. And of course, remain with us because it's our indigene. This police officer, Isaac Momo, was born and bred in my village. And I know him and out. I know the parents. The parents are late. Then in March 2nd, 2007, Martin Idoa came to my village with a 2 Hilux van. Well, there was no fight. He just came, you know, maybe he was passing just to size up our company. So there was no ahala, no cry, no hue. But March 17, 2017, over 30 armed youths, led by Peter Iriowe, Yellow Man, came to our village with surveyors, patrol jeeps, to survey the community. And of course, when you are coming with a surveyor to the community, what do? They go and survey the land. And of course, if you survey the land, what do? It's to go and start selling the land or do something with it. Then March 22nd, 2017, Amagba sent 3 bulldozers. 3. They sent 2 initially, then later they added 1. They were bulldozing our community. They were doing layout. Of course, when you do layout, what do? You share the land so that you can sell 100 by 100, 100 by 200, or 100 by 2. You know? So when my people called my attention to it, I had to come from Abuja and write a petition to the brigade command through my lawyer. The brigade command, in their wisdom, they call a meeting of Okoroma, Obagenewosa, Obazagmo, and Amagba. So all these villages sent representatives. It was a whole day affair. Then March 26, 2017, Amagba invaded my community with armed CDA, machete, guns, offensive weapons. The youth from neighboring villages like Amagba youth, Obazagbo, Egbire, Okoromi, Umuoke, numbering over 200. Over 200. They forcefully entered the village, then Ogwedio, and stole away what I will call the spiritual mantle of the elders, known as Ukure. If you are from, everybody know the place of Ukure. Apart from being a family, but Ogwedio, we know the place of Ukure. And this is a desecration of our age-long tradition. In April 6 and 7, Amagba led by Yellow Man, they came to our village again with 4 Hilux vehicles, chased away our residents, and killed one man. Killed one man in the cold blood and ran away. We incidented all these things with the police station in Benin City. April 10, 2018, based on my petition, the brigade command called a peace meeting of 4 neighboring villages. I just mentioned this one. During that peace meeting, myself and some other elders, they were present. I think Pa Joseph Doekeme represented Amagba. Inogi of Obagi sent representatives. Obazagmo came with their leaders, Joshua Edo, and the father. The father was also there. It was a big hall. In fact, we spent a whole day. They have everything recorded. They listen to each speaker one by one. I was very happy what they did because they were trying to maintain peace. But when I met them at first, I thought they were not going to attend to us. But within a day or so, they called our attention. They reached out to various villages, and they brought all of us together. In fact, I was happy what they did that very day, and they asked us to maintain peace. For now, everybody should maintain status quo. And since that very time, there was peace in the villages around. Until April again, April 11, after the peace meeting, I think Matthew, he sent me a text. And the way I see that text was like a threat. He said he had me, I've talked about him. I don't know him, he doesn't know me. Why am I talking like this? So he said in the interest of peace, I should retract my statement in interest of peace. So I take this one as a threat. I kept it in my file. April 17, we were invited to the palace of Oba of Benin. Because the palace is aware of what has been happening. They invited us, we went there and presented our case. July 2008, Amagba Talks came again into my village with 2 soldiers. 2 soldiers. I don't know whether they are really soldiers, but they wore uniform like soldiers. They shot at one of the youths called Monday. That one spent 1 year in the hospital. Finally, the leg was amputated. Today, it's in the village. Amputated. Innocent youth. Because that one couldn't run because he didn't feel there was anything he has done. And they just shot at him and ran away. The case was again incidented in the police station. Then May 20th, 2019, Amagba Talks, led by Peter Iriowen, attacked Okoroma again in the village in the morning, around 10 a.m., and shot one one of our youth. The youth is called Osaze. It's a Benin boy, Osaze. He was working in the farm. I have his photograph. I have the picture. We also incidented this case. Then the mother of all attacks came February 19 this year. I call it mother of all attacks because this time there were many that came. They came with machetes. They came with guns. There are a lot of higher thugs. They invaded the village. They destroyed all the houses in the village. All the houses, including my own house that I inherited from my father. The house was modernized with parapet and everything. In fact, when you get there, you will know that this house couldn't have been built by the villagers there. I still have the picture. They destroyed Ogwejo. Ogwejo was destroyed. We have not rebuilt it because of the investigation going on. So I felt if the police comes, they will need to see it before we rebuild it. Ogwejo normally is not very big, depending on the village. So it's open. They removed the spiritual mantle, Okure. They removed it completely. There were many cars. They were burnt. All the cars were burnt. We kept the pictures. What have we done? Do we deserve all these things? We don't deserve all these things. We have not been attacking them. We have never gone to Obasanjo to fight, or to kill, or to destroy houses. Or neither have we gone to Obage Newosa to kill, to fight, or destroy. No, neither have we gone to Amagba. Amagba is a big father. The Obasanjo and Obage is close to us. We have never done that. We don't even have the capacity. We are law-abiding. You know? We are law-abiding. We've done our things in a peaceful manner. We are never known to be notorious. We are not grabbing anybody's land. With the land God gave us, we are satisfied. You know? Amagba keep coming and coming and coming and coming. They are laying claim to that very land. Why they are laying claim to that very land, only God knows. But as far as I know, Obayanto, no other author in Benin Kingdom is owned by any village. Oba or Onyato. That is what I know. And that's what I believe. I think that is what it's still going to be. So what they did, they now went to go and write a signboard. That signboard, they said, "Welcome to Amagba Erese." They paste it when you cross the bridge. They put it very big bold. So what does that mean? That means we have conquered the village. So that signboard, we kept it, we preserve it in case of tomorrow. They came with motor saw. They cut our Ihimi, the evidence of human existence in any village. Ihimi, our Gwejo. They cut the mango trees. They cut the pear. They cut Otie, you know, Agbalomo. They cut everything. They kill and carry away the domestic animal, like goat, like animal. You know, you can. In fact, it was a war. I've written for national human rights in Abuja. They directed me to Benin City. So Oba heard it. I didn't report to Palace because I know Palace is already involved. It's already looking at our matter. So when Oba heard it, he sent the chief to us that we should come. So as a law-abiding citizen, as a loyalist of our Oba, I gathered my people and went to the palace. That was February 26, 2020. We are getting close to COVID-19. We were still free at that time. So our Reverend Oba invited us, all parties to the palace, and presented our case. So in the palace, I presented our case. I presented Okoroma. I told the Oba what happened. That in the night, they invaded our village. They kill everybody. They kill those who cannot run. When they don't, they kill. About 3 of them up to today, we have not seen the body. So the children they are around. We are working together. We didn't see the body of three. The oldest one is 83 years old. You know, for somebody to be 83 years old, Monde Okunlegbe was killed. He couldn't run. They carried his body. We didn't see the body to bury. The other one, Nosakare, son, or Saturday, we didn't see the body. The other one, we didn't see the body. As we speak, you can see the pain, the depression that have been created by Amangba youth and CDA, at Lord CDA. What have we done to deserve all these things? Villages live in peace. We deserve to have our peace. So when Amangba was asked, of course, John Wore was there with the Jonine. They asked, what happened? The man denied that they don't know anything about it too. They denied the obvious, and they don't know anything about it. Instead, he said it's Obage that attacked them. Talking of
hello, sir. Hold on. I'm a little bit confused here now. You talk about Pai Joyekeme and you talk about Matthew Joyekeme. Are they the same persons or different people?
The father is Pa Joseph Joyekeme.
Okay, the Pai Joyekeme is Honorable Matthew Joyekeme's father.
So it's a father.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Yeah, I just want to clear that so the people that are listening to you can understand where you are going.
Yeah, it's a father. The father is John Wore of Amagba.
Okay, sir.
So father denied that they don't know anything about what happened in Okoroma. And yet, there was a signboard they put there, welcome to Amagba Erese. So who put it there? You know, is it somebody from Madiguri or from Sokoto or from where? You know, these are evidence, you know. So when the Oba saw the presentation, he said, okay, he said this is a criminal matter. So he will advise that we go and report to the police station. So I also made further comments. So Oba now decided to write to the IG himself directly. He did. Oba did, you know, in fairness. So in an attempt to wait, I wasn't hearing anything. So I had to write again myself to IG. So IG approved and then he sent it to 5 in Benin, AIG. COVID-19 is already here. So IG in his wisdom, you know, he said he cannot send people from Abuja. So let's use people there. So they now call me to come and make statements. I went to 5 and made statements. Amangba was called. They also came with their people, they made statements. And then they give us a date. So give us a date. I think that was 18th, 19th of August this year. They'll be relaxed about COVID-19 now. So we went to see the AIG. My team from Okoroma, Amagba team. You know, I came with my team. I led my team. Then Pa Joseph Joyekeme, the John Wore of Amagba, also led his team. So he was there. The son, Honorable Matthew Agbunweze Joyekeme, was there. Peter Iriowen, otherwise called Yellow Man, Ebo Amagba, was there. And one or two others were there. So the atmosphere was very peaceful. We introduced the matter. So the AI was surprised that a case that started 2012, then resurfaced 2017. Why is it lingering on? I said, well, Peter. That was why I wrote to Abuja, AIG. So IG now sent to you in his own wisdom. We shall appreciate if you look into the matter, not only what happened in February, let us start from 2017 to date. So I think his boy said they don't have the details of what happened earlier on. I said, okay, I will go to my side when I get to Lagos. I will bring out all the petitions I have been writing, and I will forward it to the secretary of our community, Monday, who will give it to you almost immediately. So that was how we concluded. And the AIG said that they are going to investigate the case starting from 2017. And whoever is guilty will face the law. There's no going about that. Is that because many human lives have been wasted? He doesn't understand why. Until we do investigation, no one can say what really happened. You know, we don't know whether you are the one that is starting the trouble, you know, but let his boys be team. So I think his boys, they were supposed to go and visit my village, visit Obazagmo, and visit Amagba. So see the destruction that was done. Because Amagba also accused us that we have destroyed their properties. But we said, no, we don't have the capacity. As a matter of fact, we are law-abiding citizens. We don't have the talks. We don't have the money. We don't have the connection. We are not politicians. We are not millionaires. You know, the village is a village of farmers and peasants. You know, few of us that are educated, we are civil servants, and we have also retired. You know, so I said, please do the needful so that we have peace. We need peace. We want to develop that village. Every other villages have been developed. Our own has not been developed. We want to develop it. And as a matter of fact, I have done the master plan. The master plan is almost completed. You know? So that what happened with the AIG. They have not called us to tell us that they have finished the investigation. So the investigation, as far as I know, is still ongoing. But I'm sure they would have finished by now, if not for the crisis that took place recently, the NSAS protest, and this jailbreak again too that happened suddenly. You know, criminality has almost overshadowed everybody in Benin now. But the police, thank God, the police have all come back now. Things are beginning to change. So we pray that the cooperation that is now coming on board should be maintained. That is about now.
Okay, thank you very much for these narratives. I so much appreciate that. Now, my question is this: Has the palace made any verdict on the case between the Amapá community and the Ago Emokpae, also known as Okoroma?
Yes, the last meeting, Oba has not made final verdict. As a matter of fact, you know, the last meeting that Oba called in the palace, I wasn't in the palace, but the elders represented me, and I have the video. So the palace told Amagba and Obage that they should go and maintain peace, that Okoroma is not under Amagba, nor under Obage. You know? He said, we are not under Amagba or Obage. We are the autonomous. We will be having Ojowe from time memorial. We have Ogwedion from time memorial. What does that represent in Benin Kingdom? What does that represent? You have Ogwedion, you have Ogidigan, you have Ojowe. What else do you need to say again? You know? Oba told them. But surprisingly, a few days later, Amagba went to television. They were jubilating. They said, you know, they said Oba has given them Okoroma. Okoroma is part of Amagba. It was very embarrassing to us. We wrote a rejoinder, as you will expect. And the palace also instructed Secretary Frank Irabo to also correct the wrong impression Amagba was given to the public. I have the video. I can send it to you if you want to watch it. Is that right?
Okay.
So because the palace frowned at Amagba saying what he did not say. So Oba is because of this crisis, to be honest, this COVID-19, this election fever, and this ESA protest is what has disrupted the plan. But now it would have been a history. We thank the Oba, as a matter of fact, because he has been a stabilizing influence. In fact, the law that came into being, I think 2018, whereby all the CDAs, they have been outlawed or banned. Before then, the youth were the one that was controlling the villages. So that law that came into being, the Oba in conjunction with the governor, Obaseki, to be precise, in their wisdom, they brought a law that sets the Benin free for the bondage of the CDA. So, as a matter of fact, we thank the governor. We also thank the Oba for saving the Benin from the clutches of land grabber, from the clutches of wicked souls, from the clutches of Norwegbe. If you are not strong, if you don't have Godfather, if you don't belong, you are nowhere. So what the Oba had done and the Obaseki have done combined is what is giving us hope. There are very many people, they don't go home. They don't go home because of what is happening. So with that law being enacted, there's hope. They are now returning home. They are coming back. So we thank the governor because the governor has done very well. As a matter of fact, he doesn't talk much. The developmental side of the governor has no rival. You can only compare him with late Samuel Bemudia for what he has done in Benin, to be fair. He tied the road from Benin through Obazaton, through Okoroma, through my village. The river was bridged to Obage, from Obage to Ogege, from Ogege to Road. So that made my village to become a gold mine. All eyes is down on my village. It was like a dead end before, as a matter of fact. So now, all eyes are on that area because there is reserve, there is land. So we remain grateful to our governor. And we pray that God will give him life to be able to finish the second term peacefully. And he can consolidate on what he has done.
Okay.
We also thank Oba. We also thank the Oba for his fatherly role, for the peace. Oba, he has also been telling us to maintain peace. And we have been
before I open the telephone for contributions and questions, I want to say that I would love to also get the side of the Amaba community. If there is anybody that can be able to get across to Honorable Matthew Idoyekeme and any other one within the Amaba community to also come online, I will be ready to also broadcast their own side of the story so we can have a two-sided story to be able to bring peace to Edo State. My aim and objective as a social media presenter, as the anchor of this very particular event, is to bring peace, tranquility, and harmony back to the state where we come from. So if there is anyone there that can be able to do that, it will be nice. My question, sir, have you told the PPP, is the PPP aware of this very particular incident between the Amaba community and the Okoroma?
You mean the DPP?
No, the PPP headed by the retired Inspector General of Police, Arase.
Okay. Sorry, he's very much aware. Maybe I should have mentioned it.
Okay, so, can you let on that?
Yes, I wrote a petition. I wrote a petition 2018. Then explaining what we are going through. Almost after 1 year, I didn't hear from them. So I had to go there and find out. They said they couldn't see my petition, so I have to write another petition again. And I made contact. And eventually we were, listed, and we went to that committee. We went to that committee to present our case. We presented our case. They were also there. Pa Joseph Doekeme, the father of the Honorable, was there. The Enogie, Akenbuda, was there. You know, the other Enogie is late, so, and some other leaders, they were there. We have been going there, we've been presenting the case. You know, on the occasions that we were there, I wasn't too impressed about what I was seeing, because they were saying, you know, some were for, they said, I should go and withdraw my case from court. Then, before I can come. I said, I know the petition to you before. He said I should go and withdraw. He didn't listen to me. In order to protect the lives and property, that was why I went to court. I don't like going to court. Because you go to court, you spend a lot of money, spend a lot of time. You know, so I used to fly from Lagos to Abuja. See, when I look at the way things were going, so I had to stop. I stopped because I've seen cases that they handled, you know, and the Honorable was a member of that particular committee, as a matter of fact. But at the time I was going there, he has been removed from that committee. I don't know why. So I didn't go again. My case is still there. Because it's like I was wasting my time, spending my money in the flight, staying in the hotel. So I wasn't getting enough filler. I wasn't getting enough attention. So that was why I now concentrated on the palace. So I now concentrated on the palace. So that is the position.
Okay. Now, having said that, somebody just dropped a comment here right now that there was a killing of one Omada by your community. How true is that?
You know, Okoroma has been attacked incessantly, very, very, very many times. You know.
Okay.
They've been attacked very, very, very many times. I think that's Omanda, as a matter of fact, was one of those guys fighting on the side of Amagba. Or in one of the attacks against Okoroma, just like Okoroma has lost the residents. You know what I'm saying? In the battle, just as Okoroma, the citizens have been killed. It is possible during the fights when they came to attack us that Okoroma must have also lost his life in the process. But they cannot say we came to Obazagmo, or we came to Amagba, or we carried the battle to Benin. You know? So a question will be asked, where did this guy, where was he killed? And where was he killed? If he was killed in Obazagmo, what was he doing in Obazagmo? If he was killed in Okoroma, what was he doing in Okoroma? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So, in the heat of the battle, a lot of people died. Because I also heard when Honorable Matthew said that they lost 3 people. Where did they lose these 3 people? Where did they lose them? So those 3, possibly those 3 people you were referring to, they were part of the Amagba team.
Okay.
Because some of those people that used to come to fight on our side, some of them looks like higher tops.
Now,
I'm aware that commander.
Yeah. Sir, the last question for you now is this: what is the way forward?
You see, I'm a man of peace, and I'm elderly now. I don't want trouble. People that start trouble, they know the day of the trouble start. They don't know the end of the trouble. Am I enough way? Nobody knows tomorrow. You know, like I recounted, you have seen many instances that Amagba keep on coming to fight, to rape Okoroma indigene. But can they recount how many instances we, Okoroma, have gone to Amagba to go and fight? Have they recounted instances, have we, Okoroma, have we gone to Obazagmo, our neighbor, to go and fight? Have we recounted instances where we, Okoroma, go to Obage to go and fight? The answer is no. There is discipline in Okoroma. Maybe this is in the gene, it's in the lineage. We have never, ever carried war to another man's territory. We have never. As far as I know, we try to defend ourselves. We try to defend ourselves because we are not too many. You know, we are not too many. I don't wear Ojayasi a woman. You know, we are not too many. Is that we are in town. Most of us are in town. Some are in the villages. We are holding meetings. We are not very happy the way Amagba have been raiding us. We have written letters. We have followed up. And we are believing God that the investigation will be concluded soon so that there will be peace. If they investigate and they find those that are guilty, I think the law will take its course. And also, the upper palace is also involved. I'm sure, if not for this crisis, Oba would have finally given his verdict. You know?
Yeah. What I want to say is this.
So
Let me make it
is to cooperate with the law enforcement agency and also to cooperate with our Oba of Benin. That is the way forward.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Now, let me make this very clear to everyone watching me right now. I have over 300 people watching me live right now, and that's quite a lot of people. Let me make something really clear here. Whatsoever crime that be committed by any individual, by any guys, whether it's from Amagba, Okoroma, wherever, it is against the law of the land. Lives are sacrosanct, and therefore any life taken it does not worth it for anything. And I want to ask the security agency to go into action and do proper investigations on every of the allegations that be laid claimed by both sides of the device, that whosoever that was involved in the also killing of the citizens of both Okoroma and any other community within that geographical space in that area of Benin City should be brought to book. This is one thing we are going to say: we will not support any act of killing. Now, land issues are to be put in place in a way that it is civilized. So when you have issues with land, I want to advise us to please resolve to the court of law. Resolve to the palace, like we know in Benin, Obanyato, Yasewibu. So if that is the case, the palace has the final decision on who owns the land or on who controls the land. If the land belongs to, based on whatsoever verdict of the palace, I want to plead with both community, the Amagba community and the Okoroma community, to please, for the sake of humanity, that we are being destroyed by this war on who controls what. That whatever the palace says at the end of the day should become the verdict that every one of us needs to actually respect and abide with. Because every Yakbitan word, Oto or Simioma, Mane Manabo Mighty Simioto. So if that is the case, what is the essence of us killing ourselves? What is the essence of us creating enmity between two villages? Because the way it is now These villages have lived side by side for a very long time. Okay, before development came into existence, these villages have been together. They have been operating within the same area for quite a long time. Quite a long time, based on history that Pa Emokpae just gave now. You know, in the 19th century, that is quite a long time, over a millennium, if I'm not mistaken, that these villages have been in existence before development started coming into these places. So I will not see development to become a thing that will create this war. I'm supposed to see development to be a thing that's supposed to have brought unity, peace, happiness, and togetherness to all the neighboring community that actually made up this area that we are talking about today. I want to say thank you, guys. Now I want to give room for some contributions and questions. Please, if you are there, just call the number. I have a number that I just put up there. Please call the number and let's contribute. Thank you, guys. I just have about 15 minutes to go, so I can allow Pa Emokpae to go and have some rest. He has really, talked for quite a long time today. Okay, you want to say something, sir? Okay, a caller is coming in now. Just hold on. Hello? Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, you are blessed.
You want to contribute?
You are on air.
Yeah.
Mr. Emokpae, let me respect my elder, and I need to respect him. I respect everyone. As you said, in the conclusion, development of civilizations or which brought us a series of things. But that's which okay, the fact, the truth, as Mr. Emokpae have been explaining, coming up down, telling stories how what go on and what go on. If you see the process, this thing have been in the hands of the law enforcement agency and they have been in the hand of the parlance. So we will wait patiently and wait for the final decision of these people. People looking at all these cases are not people. They are all people who are in authority, both the law side and traditional side. The matter now. I don't want to accuse anybody because we are this very small boy and the matter of kind my elders and the community is the thing that will come up on the social media, be saying, writing anything for people to hear. So, in the fact which we are coming into, let Mr. Emokpae allow peace to reign. Mr. Emokpae should allow peace to reign in that community. The one community who are in love divided because of land. Egbire and Magba, their name community Okoroma, there was no name called Okoroma. Because of land issue, there was no name called Okoroma. I grew up, I born, I brought up. There was no name called Okoroma. You understand me? Because of land issues, everything, people are started naming one place, giving name to one place or the other. This is this, this is that. Started creating things that are existing. They empower little children to be killing themselves. How many souls are gone in that community? Mr. Steve, you will surprise. This energy brought your children born in that community. Engineering by these people who longs, I call them, they are the who the leaders who are sending the children, causing this crisis for these kids to be killing themselves. And then many souls are dying in both sides. They have killed themselves. Egbire. This one community. Mr. Emokpae is one engineering those children on his outside. On the other side of Amagba or whatsoever, all these things, let the youth who will be leaders tomorrow. Mr. Emokpae should come to social media and be writing anything there. Let you wait for law and orders and let the parents settle this peace amicably. Don't come to social media. People are watching all over the world. People are watching. So whatever we're saying here is watch. You have to be very careful of what lie, allegation, whatever You are telling you don't know what happened, okay, this one, wow, this one died. They think you are the head, you are the engineering sponsoring, you don't know what happened. Mr. Rema, to me, I leave everything for the partners, the law enforcement to handle. It's not for my duty. Let Mr. Emokpae calm down. I don't lie. You are social media. The whole world is watching. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that is just his own contribution there. I think is I don't know where he's coming from, but I just believe that this is how it works. You know. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
I've been watching the program. Obviously, the guy who just called, he seems he knows so much about what's going on, because he said he does not want to conclude for the authorities, yet he's pointing at fingers. I would like you to know, sir, that Amagba has always been in the news and in the business of land grabbing. They fought with Eruku. They took about 60% of Eruku land. They fought with Igbo. Mind you, these fights are always bloody. People are always killed. Houses burnt and cars burnt. They fought with Igbo. They fought with Goneki, Ogege. They have fought with about 6 communities. What I would like to ask the last caller is this. Is Amagba the only community existing in Edo State? Why would they always be in the news? Then the real reason I called is this. If they are having disputes in regards to land, what is the best way to go about it? Is it not to use the law enforcement agencies and the palace? But on the 19th of February, Amagba came in there in hundreds. They killed several people. They burnt down houses. They killed them, and they did not just kill them and go. They were there for 6 good days. They were on the road for 6 good days with ammunition. When you are driving down through that route, they will send you back. It was on the news. The TV, they carried the news for weeks. Even the radio, they were on it on daily basis. People were calling into different programs because they couldn't use that route. This is not a new story. It is something that is everywhere that everybody knows. You know, and I would suggest that more people should come up and speak. People should not be scared. They should come out and speak. Enough of this trying to post stories. Everybody knows exactly what's going on in Amagba. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much, caller. Yeah. So please, guys, like I said before, I will be so very pleased if I can get someone from Amagba community to also come up. Not today, anyways. They can just call me. You know, my number is already on the internet. Just give me a call, and I can book a time for you also to come up and also give your own side of the story. This is what we do here on Matter Arising with Humanist, Stephen. You know, I'm a humanist, so I hate people being killed. I hate any form of who is Osabueki? Who is Osabueki? Trisha Irabo. Who is Osabueki? That name. Okay, so just call me after the show. Children Prime Minister, call me after the show so we can book a time for your show. I'm having another show in the next in less than 1 hour from now. So I'm a very busy person. You know, I do this job for a living. So guys, I still have about 15 minutes to go. Please just call up. Just call up and let's see what one Tracy is doing. Please, sir. Osabue Eki defrauded me by selling me a fake land. So I don't know which community is that. Which community is that you were sold a fake land? Because we don't want anything that would destroy. But you know what I'm doing is we don't want anything that would destroy Obaseki's government. I am all out to make sure that things are done the right way. That's why I'm all out. That's why I'm all out. That's the reason why I'm here. I fought for Obaseki tirelessly, and I will not want anything that will create any kind of bad image on the government of Obaseki. Okay, I personally appointed myself, to fight this. I'm not being paid to do so. You guys know that. I'm not being paid to do what I do. That's why I'm a humanist. So I come up with issues that is bordering on Edo State and its people. So when things are not going the way it ought to go, I'm always up here to make things, workable, for everyone. Because Abeku is from Ebuku village. Okay. Maybe I will need to get more far from you, Sister Tricia, on that. So we can put up these things up and make people start understanding why Edo must be allowed to develop. Please, guys, I still need, if there's no more contribution, I don't know if Ago Emokpae have the final, contribution to give to Rob before I call it a day.
Yes, thank you very much. I want to respond to one of the speakers.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I want to, yes. See, I'm a peace-loving Nigerian, and since I was born, wherever I've been a natural leader. Some of us are not meant to do bad. We are meant to do good, always. And because it's in our doing good that we are also good and better. We never like to do anything that is hot and bad. It's not in my own, it's not in my way of life. I enjoy doing good. And our people around me that I have supervision over, the same thing they also imbibe. Now, the gentleman said, Emokpae should allow peace to reign. How do I allow peace to reign? I should surrender my inheritance land to Emokpae. Is that how to allow peace to reign? Now, let me tell him as well. Since all these fights, starting from 2012, we have never left Okoroma to go to any village to go and fight and grab land. We have never. But Emokpae has fought Ewuhu, grabbed their land. They fought Ugbo, grabbed their land. Fought Nwoke, grabbed their land. Fought Ogunenyi, grabbed their land. There are other ones I don't know of. Why? Why? That was why I said the Oba Benin, in conjunction with Obaseki, they came out with a new law outlawing, banning CDA. I'm sure some of us know what happened in Arogba, where the youth, they kill all the elders, cut their head off. Are you not aware? I'm sure some of us are aware. So they did so many terrible things until this law came. Law may not be perfect. It takes time before it becomes perfect. They are working towards attaining perfection. So what I'm trying to say is that we Okoroma, we are peacemakers. We are not going to go and fight for land. But why is Emokpae always in the news? Why are they fighting Ewuhu, fighting Ugbo? Ugbo is much bigger than all of them. Fighting Nwoke, fighting Ogunenyi, fighting Ore. Why? Now let them do for Benin. We're not hearing of Ugoneki. We're not hearing of Gobazowa. We're not hearing of Ugo. We're not hearing of any other villages. Why? These are the questions people can ask now. These are questions people can ask. We are peace-loving. Because we didn't surrender our inheritance, so we are now regarded as we are stubborn, or we don't want peace to reign. Is that what that means? No, let's reason together. What I'm saying can be verified. We have never been in the news with any other neighboring community, but those that are coming to fight us, we have been trying to defend ourselves. So that is the only area you hear about Okoroma. You don't hear Okoroma for any other thing. We're not going to fight over your land. We're not going to kill over your land. But don't come and want to take my property and you expect me to fold my hand. I will write. I will talk to the law enforcement agents. Security agents. I will continue to write. I will continue to talk. I will not fold my hands. I will not wait. I will know our rights. So simply because we didn't surrender our village for Emokpae to grab, so that is our offense. That's all. So it's good that people should do investigation before they can conclude.
Okay.
In
Thank you very much.
In every community, of course, you have good ones, you also have bad ones. But if we have the bad ones, as much as possible, we'll try to correct them. We'll try to correct them. Even in families, you know, you must, you know, every 12 there must be Judah. So for Okoroma to have peace, we want to rely on the government security agency. We want to rely on Monoba. In fact, Monoba say is very heavy here. If we are putting our hope on him.
Okay. Somebody, hello. Please, yeah. Can you reduce your device, please?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to talk to our father, Mr. Emokpae.
Okay.
Is he listening now?
Everybody's listening, yeah.
Yes, it is used.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Emokpae.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speak on.
I know you quite well, sir, because I've been hearing about you for a long time when I was small. Even before the death of my father. Maybe you remember him. You will know him very well. This the only thing I would like to say, because this problem between these two communities has been going on for ages, for a very long time. I'm from Ukiri and Ago. You will know that I will know a little bit of this story. I'm from in Abaza. I'm from Ukiri Otamire family. From Ukiri, my father is Stali Otamire, late Stali Otamire. Then Ukiri, I'm from Okoro family, Yahweh. So I know little bit of this story. The problem of this land dispute has been going on for a very long time. Even when I do follow my grandmother in the 80s to others I got to spend holiday. First, we do farm at Ukiri. Then I've been hearing this problem from one place to another. Even 90s it was escalating. So at least, according to what I was told, that we are a very learned man with my father, which my father knew you very much. When I saw your name, I said, oh, this is the man. He do sweet. I said, because it's no more, maybe I don't know whether you still remember that name. With the influence you have, things that it's time for you to make peace. Because you can pick up the other people together and let it them. About all the disputes. Some people are just ignorant about this. They are playing themselves. Many souls are so you try to put a stop. Then with your influence, with your good approach, you can bring peace. Don't you think so, sir? I just want you to use the initiative to bring peace. Not quarrel, not fight. Once you step down, you don't mind starting it, other people will emulate you because you have a good heart. So that's just my contribution, sir.
Okay. She's just saying you try to mediate peace between Amaba community and Okoroma, which is your own community now, because of your exposure, because you are learned, and also because of who you are in the society. So what she's saying is, if it is possible for you to broker peace between you and the neighboring community of Amaba, how possible can that be, sir?
It's very possible. It's possible. Because, you know, in Benin today, if you look at that Benin, you mention one family, and that family has connection. This one, Otinjeme, is that Otinjeme or Otirame? Either my father's brother or cousin or nephew or whatever. You also go to your mother's side, you find all of us are related, you know? But these days, I don't know what is happening. Things have changed, you know? You have your in-law here, your other in-law there. We are all related. There's a connection. But that connection today is disconnected. I don't know why. You know, if we sit down properly and analyze issue, even from the name, you can see the connection. Me, I'm open for peace. Because, you know, if you go to police or you go to this, you're not going to use water. You know what I mean? You're not going to use water. It's costing time, it's costing money, costing energy, costing emotion. You know, at our age, we should be having peace and enjoy your retirement. But I want peace in my domain. And I'm not going to allow my inheritance to be taken away from me because people say they are powerful. No! So already, Oba has started that peace process. I think we should cooperate with the Oba. As I'm talking about we cooperating, then our opponent should also cooperate with the palace. So the palace verdict is going to be final.
Okay.
You know?
Now, sir, I want to ask this last question. This is going to be the last question for you from me. They said the palace verdict is going to be final. So you are anchoring on the fact that whatsoever the palace says becomes the final verdict for you.
Yes.
So you are ready to abide by any decision of the palace of the Oba of Benin.
Yes, why not? I will.
Okay.
Oba.
Okay. Good. Yeah. I think I'm going to end this broadcast like this. Pa Idusuyi Emokpae have said clearly and stately. I also want to get the same assurance from Amaba community that the verdict of the revered monarch of Benin Kingdom, the Ogidigan 1, the Ogidigan 2, Oba Ewari II, will be final when he makes his verdict. That he will not, for any reason, go and give the verdict of the Oba. And that is going to be where I'm going to put, an end to today's broadcast. I want to say thank you, sir. I so much appreciate you, sir, for being worthy to show up when I called after I saw the publication, and I called you and said, I want to have an interview with you. And you decided without hesitation to show up. That is a sign of respect for those of us who are actually, on the social media trying to make Edo a better place to be. I want to say thank you very much, sir. I want to also appreciate everyone that have called in to contribute to this show and everyone that are watching us right here and also that are going to watch us later as this very particular broadcast goes on. I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. We appreciate you guys for coming up to this show today. Thank you very much. And I believe we're going to get to the root of the whole matter, and peace, harmony, and tranquility will come back to our state and to Amaba, Okoroma, and every community around that place. Please, I want to say, please, let the Amaba, please, no more attack. Okoroma, no more attack. Other communities around there, wherever community around there, please, no more attack. Let's put a stop to any form of attack, and let us wait for the verdict of the monarch of the Oba of Benin. Please, every form of attack should be put on an hold right now, please. This is where I'm begging you. I'm using my platform to beg you with over 400 people. With over 400 people here right now, that please let us put an hold to any form of destructions, to any form of attack. Let us wait for the verdict of the Reverend Monarch Oba Ewari II, the Ogidigan of the Kingdom, and wherever verdict that he will make will become the final, because he actually is the owner of the entire Benin Kingdom. Thank you, guys. Tracy, just send me a message on my messenger, please, and I will send you my number. I'll put it up several times. So I will send you my number. We can talk. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Epa, thank you very much for your time. Baba. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. the honor you gave me today. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. And every one of you that are watching us, we say thank you. See you in 30 minutes. I'm having another show again in 30 minutes time. Please don't go away. Stay glued to your devices as I come up again with some very, very interesting interview with one of the Edo best writer in Europe today. 7 o'clock in 30 minutes time, I'm going to be live again. And until then, thank you and God bless. Okay, guys, thank you for today. It was really an intriguing time, you know, having our father in the house, Pa Emokpae in the house, and I will say a big thank you to all of you for your time. A big thank you for every one of you for your contribution. I really appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I can't be nothing. So wherever I am today is attributed to you guys always being there when I call. Tracy, that is my number, man. So just call me immediately after the program and we're going to talk. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. You make me proud and you give me so much energy. Thank you. See you guys in the next few minutes as we go again into another interview. Have a nice day right now.